Hello, this is Dee. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to make this cute little card style made out of die cuts. And I got this idea from looking at Pinterest, and they had these cards made out of using little circles to make birds. And I thought, oh, that's so adorable. I'm going to take a screenshot of it and use it to make a card someday. And so today's the day. Okay, so we will go through what we're going to need. Of course, we need a card base. This is just a regular, I think it's probably 110 pound cardstock. And then I had a scrap of this blue layering weight. And then I had a scrap of this arch, like window arch piece. And so I took this stamp right here. Now this is a stamp set. I don't know where it came from, what brand it is. It's actually pretty cheap. I think it's maybe a silicone instead of photopolymer. So anyway, I used this flower stamp to stamp on the arch, and then I colored it in with colored pencils, and then I want to show you something. This is a water brush marker pen that you buy empty, and then you can add water to do watercoloring or, help with your painting. But I didn't use watercolor. I used, a little tub of, I think it was called Radiant Pearls, and I bought it a long, long time ago. In fact, so long ago, I didn't even have the directions of how to use it. So I thought, I'm just going to try putting some of that in this empty water brush pen and add water, give it a good shake, and then use it to color the flowers. I don't know if you can see this. It has kind of a glimmer, and I liked it. So anyway, then I have these circles. Now I want to show you what I started with. I had die cut. Actually, it wasn't a die cut. It was like a punch, and I punched a bunch of circles. And this is really thin layering weight, and I wanted the two-sided look. And these papers, pattern papers, were not double-sided, so I just glued two together. And if you can kind of see, maybe I didn't get it quite glued well enough, but anyway, so then I scored it at a little less than halfway, or you could say a little more than halfway, and scored it and burnished it. And then I have this little part of a bird, body of a bird. So I did a whole bunch of these. Actually, this isn't all of them, but these are examples of ones I did. And let them come over here so you can see them. So this actually is two-sided paper. And so that was kind of fun to have something like that. These are just one-sided, but like a, not pattern paper, it's more of a lightweight cardstock. And so then you have the colors on both sides, which was really nice. So anyway, then if you'll notice, I have a little heart for the tail. And that was created by this die set that I have from Sizzix. It's a Thinlits die, and I don't know if there's an actual name for it. Drifting Hearts. Yep, Drifting Hearts. So I just used some scrap cardstock that I put on the back here, put it through my die cutting machine, and then I'll show you. I only did a few, and I got all these fun hearts. Okay, then I took my colored pencils, and I colored several of them to kind of go with the color in the card. So these are pink. And then I took the scrap of brown cardstock. I've told you before, I like my scraps, and a pair of scissors, and I just cut out a little beak piece. So that would be there. Okay, are you ready? Let's go ahead and get this started. So I have my pieces over here. To save time, I have glued some like this sentiment together with the background piece. So what we're going to do first of all is, this is the little pattern paper that we're going to glue for the background, and it is smaller than I usually do for background panels, but it was basically not big enough of a scrap. And of course I use the scraps because that's the way I like to roll. Okay, let's get that centered. And I thought this pink and red and white flower background was so cute. Now, I did the same thing here. I took my little brush pen and I colored in, after I colored with colored pencils, then I colored in with a brush marker, and just that little bit of iridescence. I hope that's showing up in the camera. Okay, so let's glue this. Now, you know, I told you in my last video that I bought a new big bottle of art glitter glue, and I have to remember to put the pin back in it, because otherwise that glue will get stuck in there and it will not want to come out of the nozzle. So I have to remember to do that after I'm done here. And I don't want to leave it open too long without putting the pin in. Okay, now these are our choices. So let's do, I've got, actually we could maybe, I wonder if we could do two, if we had two smaller ones. Two smaller birds. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Now this one has the blue and white polka dot, but hardly any of that shows on the front. That's okay. So let's just plan on doing two, and I may have to cover up a little bit of the flower, but that's okay. Now, let's go ahead and glue the back. Now, you're only going to glue the back here. Okay. And I think I'll just kind of make this a little off center. And we'll do the same thing here. And we'll make this one a little further down. This one will be a little taller. Okay. Now, I have one of my hearts. And you know, it would have been helpful if I would have remembered my tweezers, but I forgot them, so we'll just go with it. Okay, I'm gonna set this here, be for the tail. Oh, that was a lot of glue. Yikes. It's gonna splodge out. Okay, now this one I didn't color, but you know, I could always color it afterwards if I wanted. So let's get this little guy on here. There could be a problem. Oh no, it's down low enough. It won't get in the way of the rest of the first bird. Okay, now I think I'm going to put that pin in because I certainly don't want it to get hard. And that's one thing I do miss about not using those little tiny bottles. And I'll probably go back to those, I mean, because they were really handy for, oh boy, that's really going to be tough. They were really handy for using when my big, it would help if I took out the pin. I did that the other day. Really handy for when these bottles got down, like farther down, and there we go. They kind of took a little while to come out of the bottle. So when I put them in those little tiny bottles, it was perfect because didn't take so long to, now this, to come out of the bottle. Okay, this is very tiny. All right, get these little beaks on. Okay, now, so they each have a tail, they each have a beak. Now I have this Altenew Fine Liner number 2 marker, so we are going to color in an eye on each of the birds. And then we're going to do some legs. Okay. And we'll do some feet. This is just winging it. Okay, aren't they adorable? Oh, I love that. Now, one thing I didn't say was when I stamped the flower stamp, I used this Distress Archival ink in ground espresso, and it is acid-free, permanent, waterproof. I like to use this kind of ink when I know I'm going to be using something wet, like either watercolor or this the water pen. So, and then when I use the color pencils, oh, one thing I didn't mention was those color pencils are actually watercolor pencils. So when I got it wet with this marker pen, then it's kind of spread the coloring of the color pencils around. So that was kind of nice. Okay, let's get these out of the way. Now let's finish up our card with this little sentiment. Sending lots of hugs. I think I'll put it right here. Make sure I get it level. Okay. Let's get the pin in. What did I do with it? Oh boy. I've lost my pin. Oh, that's one thing I don't miss at all. Okay, I guess I'll have to find it when I'm done. So, isn't that adorable? Oh, I love it. Now, one thing we have to do on both of them is do our little, and I'm going to use my crisp ink, black ink from Altenew on these because I've set aside my other ink pad that I usually use. And so I've got my Handcrafted with Love by stamped. And then I'll write my signature on there before I send these cards off. So we have a Get Well Soon card and Sending Lots of Hugs card. Now, one thing I could do, I just thought of, was add a few little embellishments. And I forgot to look for some, so I'll be right back. Okay, I brought over my tote of, and this is probably see if I can get it going the right direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this off, and we're going to find some little things that we can add. Now look at this. Oh, isn't that cute? I think I'll use this one, and we'll be able to, I think, find little embellishments that will work for both of those cards. Let me set that down here. Okay. Now I'm going to get my little picker because that will help me get these taken off. Let's see. I think we'll use a pink one here. And these have a sticky back, but honestly, I don't trust them. I would rather use a dot of glue. So that's what I'm going to do. And it will take a little longer to dry. We'll set that one there. And, oop, got a little bit too much there. we'll do that rule of 3 or odd numbers. And we'll put 3 on there. Okay, whoa, come on. Okay, and then we'll do another pink one. Okay, come on now. I didn't mean to get the green one too. Or the blue one. Okay. There we go. I'm going to try to get that extra. You know what that is. That's the glue or the glue dot that comes with the, that comes with the backing. I didn't get that. Okay. We'll set this off for now. And how about blue for these? Whoa, this whole thing came off. Okay. All right, I'll set that off here for now. Boy, that bugs me. I can't find that pin for my glue. I'm going to have to find that. I think I'll put this one here. And we'll get one of these here. Oh, they keep wanting to come off together. Okay. I just really don't remember to do embellishments like this very often. And they're just sitting in the totes waiting to be used. So it's kind of I really got a lot of glue there. Oh, if I can try to... Okay, let's do a third one. Okay, let's do this one here. Okay, guys, what do you think? Aren't these just so adorable? I just love this idea of using circles, circle punches, or you could even use a circle tie if you have them, and cutting out. And these started out as scraps, guys. Everything here is a scrap. Okay, and you know how I love to use my scraps. So the car panels were scrap, like I said. The arch, these were scraps too, from another project. And then of course I took my punch and punched a bunch of circles. So I just love these. I hope you enjoy them too, and I hope you give these a try. It was really easy and really didn't take that much time, and really, almost 19 minutes in, I'd say that's pretty good. All right, if you like this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, why not? It's totally free. And when you subscribe, make sure you click the little bell so you can choose all and get all my videos, and YouTube will know that you want to get all my videos. Comment if you would. I'd love to chat with you, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.